Good morning, students. Welcome to Computer Organization class. This is Veena A. Patil from Department of CSE BLE CET Vijaypur. So in the previous class, we have studied about sequential multiplication, sequential circuit, how we extend the sign, that is sign extension also we have studied, and signed multiplication also we have studied. Okay. Now today we are going to learn about Booth's algorithm. Now, what is Booth's algorithm and how do we perform multiplication and why do we study Booth's algorithm? We'll have a look. So first of all, let us go through the theory part. So Booth's algorithm, it is suitable for both positive as well as negative operands, and it provides a 2n bit product for n bit 2's complement operands. So we know that a string of zeros in the multiplier requires no addition but shifting only. The limiting factor in multiplication is the number of ones in the multiplier. The more ones in the multiplier, the slower the multiplication process. Now, Booth's algorithm, it tries to reduce the number of addition required when the multiplier has large blocks of ones, thus speeding up the process. In the previous examples, I have already told about multiplication, how we perform multiplication. Now, that was simply multiplying and shifting. We are in the shift, this one you have seen. We simply add and shift. So same concept we are using here, and what he says is whenever the number of ones are more number of shifts are needed. If addition and shifting is needed. If number of zeros are there, simply shift is needed. So we shall see the algorithm first. Now in the exams, you will be asked to write the algorithm, one question, which will be around 8 to 10 marks, or they may ask you to perform Booth's algorithm on a given operands. Using Booth's algorithm, perform the multiplication. Now let's see what this algorithm says. Now the algorithm says that a string of ones in the multiplier from bit weight 2 raised to k to 2 raised to m can be treated as 2 raised to k plus 1 minus 2 raised to m, where k is greater than m and where k is the starting position of the strings of ones in the multiplier. Now, scan from right to left. For example, let's take the number 001111, which is equal to 15. 15, it is represented using 6 bits. Okay, it has a string of ones from the position 2 raised to 3 to 2 raised to 0. So this is my 2 raised to 0, 2 raised to 1, 2 raised to 2, 2 raised to 3. So right from here to here, we have a string of ones. So here the k becomes 3, m is 0. So the number can be represented as 2 raised to k plus 1 minus 2 raised to m, which is equal to nothing but 2 raised to 4 minus 2 raised to 0, which is 16 minus 1, nothing but 15. So this number can be represented in this fashion. Now a multiplication operation like m into 15, where 15 is the multiplier, can be performed as product is equal to m into 2 raised to 4 minus m into 2 raised to 1, which is equal to m into 2 raised to 4 plus, we have just taken the minus into bracket, so it becomes minus m into 2 raised to 1. So from the above equation, it is evident that the product can be obtained by shifting the multiplicand m, that is k plus 1 times to the left, and subtracting shifted version of m once. Now, in other words, the product can be generated by adding 2 raised to k plus 1 times the multiplicand to the 2's complement of 2 raised to 1 times the multiplicand. Okay, now this is all theory. Don't worry about theory. You have to just remember the theoretical part. Now, actually, practically, how we are going to perform it, I will tell you. Okay, now in Booth's algorithm, the changeover from 0 to 1 and 1 to 0 in the multiplier can or are considered, and accordingly the multiplier is recorded. Now this thing is very important for us. That is, this is called as recording the multiplier. Now, whenever we want to perform multiplication, what we try to do is we try to see the change over from 0 to 1 or 1 to 0 in the sequence of the multiplier bits that is given. Now, how do we perform recording? Now, in Booth's recording, every sequence of ones is replaced with sequence of zeros as sequence of zeros. A -1 in the least significant end and adding of 1 in the next higher position. Now, to learn this, we will see the Booth technique for recording multiplier, which is shown in the next table. Now, first of all, what you people have to do is take your pen and start plotting this table. Then only you'll understand what Booth algorithm actually means. Please take a pen and paper. Draw this table, please. Are you people listening to me? Are you people listening?
Yes,
Yeah, please,
ma'am.
please plot this table in your notebook. You only just try to remember. First column is bit I, second one is bit I minus 1, and the third one is version of multiplicand selected by bit, and the last one is remark. Plot this table like this: 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and in front of that please write down, if bi is 0 and bi minus 1 is 0, then the new version of the multiplicand will be 0 into m. And what is the remark? Remark is no addition required, only shift pp. pp means partial product. If the bit I is 0 and I minus 1 is 1, you have to write as plus 1 into m. And what does it mean? It means add the multiplicand to the partial product. If I bit is 1 and I minus 1 is 0, then the new version of the multiplicand will be minus 1 into m, which means add the 2's complement of the multiplicand to the partial product. Now, if the bit I and I minus 1 are 1, 1, then the new version of multiplicand will be 0 into m. It means only shift the partial product. That is, no addition is required. All of you have taken down this table. I will explain what does it mean. Please keep replying me so that I will get to know you people have taken it or not. All of you have taken down? Respond me back. Have you taken down this table?
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Now, once you have written this table, now I will tell you what you are supposed to do. So what you need to remember is you have to mug up this table. This table is called as Booth multiplier recording table. You have to just mug up. So what is the procedure? Now, Booth's algorithm requires examination of a multiplier bits and shifting the partial product. Now, prior to shifting, the multiplicand may be added to the partial product, subtracted from the partial product, or left unchanged according to the following rules. So, what are the rules? The partial product is unchanged when the multiplier bit is identical to the previous multiplier bit. That is, you can see here, if both the bits are 0, 0, that is any bit you take, any bit I and its previous bit, that is I minus 1. If both the bits are same, 0, 0 or 1, 1, then you are going to only shift the partial product without performing any addition. Okay, what I need to observe? I need to observe the multiplier bits. So in the multiplier bits, ith bit and I minus 1th bit, if both are same, then only shift has to be performed. No multiplication has to be, addition has to be done. And the second rule is the multiplicand is added to the partial product upon encountering the first 0 in a string of zeros in the multiplier. That is, if ith bit is 0, then what you have to do? You have to add the multiplicand to the partial product. So the multiplicand is subtracted from the partial product upon encountering the first least significant 1 in a string of ones in the multiplier. That is, ith bit is 1. The subtraction is performed as the 2's complement addition of the multiplicand. Now already we know how to perform subtraction. So this table means that if both the bits I bit and I minus 1 bit are same, no addition has to be performed, only shifting of the partial product has to be done. If it is 0, 1, that is if the ith bit is 0, then addition of the partial product has to be done. Now if the ith bit is 1, that is the first one which we encounter, then we have to perform subtraction using 2's complement. So we shall see one example, then you will understand. So all of you please note down in your book. Let's take a number that is 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Note down in your notebook, it stands for plus 30. Okay. Let's assume this is the multiplier. This number stands for plus 30. Let's assume this is the multiplier. All of you have taken down 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Okay. Now this multiplier I have to record. I have to perform Booth recording. Now to perform Booth recording, we always consider 2 bits, right? Because 1 bit I am considering as I, the next previous bit I will be considering it as I minus 1. Okay. So right now I have a number 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. So always I should start with the first bit from right to left. So if this bit I assume as a ith bit, then what will be I minus 1th bit? We don't have here. So we assume imaginary 0. Right? We assume imaginary 0. So I consider the first bit as the ith bit and its a previous bit as a I minus 1th bit. Now if you see these two bits in the table, ith bit and I minus 1th bit in the table, if both the bits are same, that is if both the bits are 0, 0, what I am supposed to write? I am supposed to write the new multiplier as 0. Right? So I will just replace this as 0. Then I will consider the next bit. So this bit becomes my ith bit and this bit becomes my I minus 1th bit. So bit I is 1, previous bit is 0. Now if I consider these two bits, please always whenever you are performing this procedure in the exam, you have to first write the Booth's multiplier recording table. Then you go on recording because this table itself carries marks. So what was our number? Our number was 10. So if it is 10, then replace it by minus 1. Okay. So I will write the new recorded value as minus 1. Now my next two bits will be, I have to just shift it towards left by 1 bit position. So next I bit and I minus 1th bit, can anybody tell me what it will be? Both are 1, 1. Both are 1, 1. Yes, both are same. So the new
0.
Yeah, 0. So the new recorded value will be 0. So let's take the next two bits by shifting towards left. Again, I have same number 1, 1. So I have to replace it by 0. Shift again left by 1 bit position. I have same sequence. So record it as 0. Now can you tell me what are the new sequence of bits? It is 0, 1. So what will be the recorded value?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. Let's see the table. If you can see here, it is minus 1 or plus 1?
Plus 1.
Plus 1. That is why you should write this table before writing in the exam. Okay. It is 0, 1. It stands for plus 1. Okay. So I will record it as plus 1. Okay. Plus 1. So my new recorded value is plus 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1, 0. Okay, this is how to record the multiplier. You only learn how to record the multiplier. I will tell in the next stage what you have to do with this. Okay, we will take one more example. We will take another example. I'll take a sequence as 1, 0, 1, 0. We'll take another sequence. 1, 0, 0, 1. 1, 0, 0, 1 and 1, 0. Okay, 10011 This number stands for minus 26. Okay. Now you people try to record this and tell me what is the final answer. Recorded multiplier. What recorded multiplier you are going to get? You just try it in your notebook and tell me. One 10011. Okay, so if this I consider as the ith bit, what will be I minus 1th bit? Can you tell me what will be the I minus 1th bit?
Imaginary 0, ma'am.
0.
Imaginary 0. So just put imaginary 0 over there. Right? So now consider these two bits. What will be the recorded value? Recorded multiplier when both the bits are same?
0. 0, ma'am.
Yes, 0. Now let's shift one bit position towards left. So the new pair of bits is 1 0. Now when it is 1 0,
Minus 1.
Minus 1.
1. Those who didn't understand, please see the table. Just compare the bits here. 1 0. For 1 0 it was minus 1. So accordingly I am writing here in according to the table. So minus 1. Now next again I am going to shift by one bit position. So the new pair of bits is 1 1.
0.
So when
0.
both the bits are same, 0. When both the bits are same, simply put there 0. Okay. Now the next sequence is 0 1. Now what will be the new recorded value?
1.
1.
You shouldn't say simply 1 because
Plus
Plus 1.
plus
because
1.
plus 1 minus 1 they have their own meaning. Okay, that's why I have to say here as plus 1. Right? Next, what will be the next two
0.
bits?
0.
Both the bits are same, so replace it by 0.
Minus 1.
Yes, it is 1 0. So the new recorded value is minus 1. Okay, so the recorded multiplier here is minus 1 0 plus 1 minus 0 minus 1. Did I do somewhere mistake? These two bits 0, these two bits 1, bits 0 0 1 plus 0 0 0. Yes, correct. Okay.
ಆಮೇಲೆ 0 ಇದ್ದಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು?
Where? Here? Here at the first position?
Yes,
We will see
ma'am.
Yes, madam.
one example. We will see so that we'll understand. Now we will take one more example. 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1. Right now, ith bit is what? 1.
1.
Now whether the ith bit is 0 or 1, I minus 1th bit imaginary will be 0 only, whatever it may be. So the imaginary bit is 0. Yes, got it? Imaginary bit is 0. Okay. Now please record it and tell me what will be the recorded multiplier. Can you tell me? For the first two bits, the sequence is 1 0
Minus 1.
minus 1. So Look at the table. If it is 1, 0, then I have to write as -1. So it is -1. Now the next two bits, 0, 1,
+1.
+1.
+1.
Good. The new recorded value is +1. So the next sequence is 0, 0,
0.
0.
0.
0. Then we have 1, 0,
-1.
1, 0, -1. Then 1, 1,
0.
0.
0.
0.
0. Then 0, 1,
+1.
1. Right? So this is how we have to record the bits. I hope everybody has understood. Any doubts, you can ask me. Any doubts?
No.
No. Okay. So once you know how to record these bits, now we will see what to do with this. Okay. So we have here one example. Like we want to multiply +13 with -6. So +13 into -6. So -6. Try to, without seeing this, take down the number. Take down the number +13 into -6. Please, first of all, write its binary representation, because in exam he will give only like this. He will not give you binary equivalent number. Can you tell me what is the binary equivalent number of 13 and -6? See, 13 using 4 bits, can I represent 13? Yes. Using 4 bits, can I represent 13? What is the value of 13?
1101.
1101 is 13.
01.
01 is 13, right? But I will take 1 bit extra, because if I had to represent -13 using 4 bits, it is not possible. So we will take 1 bit extra so that even negative numbers can be represented. So I can take it as 01101. How about -6? How do you represent -6? First of all, you need to take +6, 5-bit representation +6. What does it stand for? 6.
00110.
6 is 110. So +6 is 00110. How to represent it as -6? Take 1's complement of this first. Then add +1 to it. That is 2's complement you are going to perform. Then you are going to get -6. Right? So you got -6. So -6 is 11010. Right? 11010. You can see here. Now, which is the multiplier and which is the multiplicand? Which is multiplier and which is multiplicand?
And -6 is the multiplicand.
This is multiplier and multiplicand. Which is multiplier? Which is multiplicand? This is multiplier. This is multiplicand. Okay, Q you can see. Now, what I am supposed to do? I am supposed to do a recording. So I need to, I think the presentation is I need to record now. I need to record the multiplier. That is, I need to record this. Okay. So booth recording. Can you record this? Can you tell me what is the equivalent recorded value for -6? So shall we write here -6 1 1 0 1 0. So if this is the ith bit, so I have to imagine imaginary 0 over here. So this will be my I minus 1th bit. What will be the value? 0. How about 1 0? If it is 1 0,
-1.
-1.
So
0
1
-1 -1 -1 0.
0 1
+1. 1 0 -1 0.
right? So my recorded multiplier will be 0 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 0. Yes. So I'm going to write it here. 13 I have written as it is, whereas the multiplier I have written as the recorded value, that is 0 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 0. Okay. Now as I perform simple multiplication like multiplying 0 with other bits, I have to see the bits here. So the first bit is 0. Now if you can see it in the table, if it is 0, what I am doing here? Only shift the partial product. No addition has to be performed. Okay. So we are simply writing as it is, as this is the first bit. So 0 0 0 0 0. I have written 5 bits. Now how about the remaining bits? How many bits answer we are going to get? We are going to get a 2n bits product. So the remaining 5 bits, I am just extending the sign bit. That is whatever is the last MSB bit that has to be extended to occupy the remaining bits in the product. Okay. So if it is 0, I have written 10 zeros as the number of bits is 5 into 5 bits. That is 2n bits. Product will be 10 bits. Okay. Now coming to the next value, that is -1. Now when it is -1, let's see the recorded table. What he says, if it is -1, then what you are supposed to do? You have to add 2's complement of multiplicand to the partial product. 2's complement of the multiplicand. So what is my multiplicand? My multiplicand is +13, 0 1 1 0 1. Now how to form 2's complement of this? 0 1 1 0 1. Now to form 2's complement of this, take the complement of 1's complement and add +1 to it. So what is the value that I am going to get? I will get 1 0 0 1 1. This is 2's complement of +13. Right? So if -1 is encountered, you have to take 2's complement of multiplicand and write it. So I have written here 1 0 0 1 1. Now how about the remaining bits in the product? The remaining bits in the product has to be occupied by extending the sign bit. So as this is the second bit position, I have to write this after shifting 1 bit position. So after 1 bit position shift, write the 2's complement of the multiplicand and extend the sign bit to occupy the remaining bits in the product. Okay. Now, if it is plus 1, if it is plus 1, what am I supposed to do if it is plus 1 according to the table? Add the multiplicand to the partial product. You need not take 2's complement. Simply add the multiplicand to the 2's complement. Okay. So, plus 13, which is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. I have written it as it is, but after a shift of 2-bit position, because this is at the 3rd bit position. Okay, I have written it as it is, and I have extended the sign bit to occupy the remaining bits in the partial. Okay. Similarly, if I see the next bit is minus 1. What am I supposed to do now? Minus 1. Yes, when it is minus 1, I have to write 2's complement of the multiplicand. So we have written the 2's complement of the multiplicand, and we have extended the sign bit to occupy the remaining bits in the product. That too after performing a shift. Okay. The last bit is 0. So when it is 0, need not do anything. Simply write zeros. Okay. Now add all the partial products. So once you add the partial product, you are going to get the final answer. That is minus 78. Okay. Any doubts in this? What we are supposed to do? So multiplicand we actually represent by M, and the multiplier we represent by Q. I had written it reverse in the previous slide. Okay. So this is how multiplication is performed using Booth's algorithm. Now we will take one more example so that we will get to know how to perform. Now take the multiplicand as plus 10. Plus 10. You are going to multiply with plus 40. Please try this and tell me how to do it. Try this, please. Till then, I will clear this slide. Try this. So what I have told, you are supposed to perform, sorry. You have to perform multiplication of plus 10 into plus 14. Plus 10 into plus 14. So how do you represent plus 10? I can represent 10 as 1010, but minus 10 I cannot represent using 4 bits. So I am going to take 5 bits. So 01010 represents my plus 10. And how about plus 14?
0 triple 1 0.
0.
111. 0 stands for plus 30. Now what I need to record? I need to record this, right? So 01110 I have to record. Now to record, I have to imagine a 0 here. Then I take these 2 bits, considering this as the ith bit and this as I minus 1th bit. So the new recorded value that I'm going to get is 0. When it is 1, 0, can you tell me what it is? For 1, 0,
-1.
-1.
minus 1. Then 1, 1,
0.
it is 0. Next 1, 1,
0.
it is 0. Next it
Yes.
is 0, 1. It is
+1.
plus 1. Okay. So my recorded value is +1, 0, 0, -1, 0. I hope everybody got this. Yes. So now to perform multiplication, I have to write here value of 10, which is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, and write the recorded value, that is +1, 0, 0, -1, 0. So recorded multiplier I have written, and now I have to perform the multiplication. So when it is 0, I have to simply write zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bit zeros I have written. Since the product is 2n, that is 10 bits, I have to write the remaining bits by extending the sign bit. So sign bit is 0. So I am just going to extend 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So remaining 5 bits I have extended and I have written them as 0. Okay. Then I shift by 1 bit position. Now what is the value? It is -1. When it is -1, what am I supposed to do?
Add the 2's complement.
Of
10.
The multiplication of.
So my 10 is here. What will be 2's complement of this? Can anybody tell me? So we shall write here 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. It's 2's complement. Sorry. It's 2's complement will give me. Yeah, can you please tell me the value? 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. So 2's complement of 10 is 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So I have to write this here. So 0, 1, 1, 0, 1 from right to left. Now what is the sign bit? Sign bit is 1. So extend this 1 to occupy the remaining bits in the product. Done. So now next bit is 0. Whenever it is 0, simply shift. No addition has to be performed. Right. One more 0 I have. So simply shift. Right. Now the last bit is +1. When it is +1, what am I supposed to do? If it is +1, yes. What am I supposed to do if it is +1? Are you people listening? If it is +1, what am I supposed to do?
Add the multiplication to 10.
Multiplicand as it is, okay, to the partial product. So what is the multiplicand here? The multiplicand is 10, so which stands for 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So I'm just going to write it. Okay. Then perform addition of the partial product. Okay. So once you perform the addition of partial product, you are going to get plus 140, which stands for 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. So this stands for plus 40. See, though it is simple addition of partial product, that is zeros and ones, I know that in exam you people are going to do mistakes while performing addition of this. To get the final answer, what you have to do is, you know that 10 into 14 is 140, and the sign also you know it is plus, right? So use your calci. So inside the calculator, you just put 140 and convert it into its equivalent binary number and write it straightforward as the final product. Okay, don't waste your time in performing addition of this partial product. And I know you will perform it, but you will do mistake. Okay, so blindly convert 140 in your calculator into its equivalent binary number and write the answer here. You know that the answer is going to be a 10-bit number. So you may get from here in the calculator. So remaining bit, what you have to do? You have to just write it as 0. I hope you people got it. Okay, I will give you one more example. Please do this. Take down the example. We will take each one of them. We'll take 4 examples. Okay, I'll take case 1, that is positive multiplier. And positive multiplicand. Okay, that is plus 13 into plus 9. We take one more, that is case 2. First we will do this, then we'll go for the next number. How to represent 13? Represent 13.
1101.
So how many bits I have to use?
Ma'am, 5 bits.
5 bits.
01101.
01101. Please do not make this mistake, because many of you have done the same mistake in your second internals. I have given in the question paper 5-bit addition and subtraction. Even then, many of you have taken 4 bits and you have performed the operation. So that carries 0 marks, even though you people have done it. Because in the question paper itself, he has given perform using 5 bits. If you use 4 bits, you will get wrong answer. Okay, same way here, as we know that using 4 bits, I cannot represent minus 13. So take 5 bits, please. And how about 9?
01001, ma'am.
Stands for plus 9. Can you record it, please, and tell me what is plus 9, recorded value of plus 9? So I'm going to imagine here a 0. What will be the recorded value? 1 0
minus 1
1
plus 1 0 minus
1
1 plus 1.
0 0 minus 1 and plus 1. Did everybody get the same thing? Plus 1 minus 1 0 plus 1 minus 1. I hope everybody got the same. Yes. Now shall we try to perform? What we have here is 0 1 1 0 1, and I'm supposed to perform plus 1 minus 1 0 plus 1 minus 1. Okay. So the first bit is minus 1 from left, right to left. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to take 2's complement of 13. So what is 2's complement of 13? My 13 is 0 1 1 0 1. What is its 2's complement? Stands for 1 0 0 1 1. Am I right? 1 0 0 1 1. So I'll write it as 1 0 0 1 1. And how about the remaining bits? As the last MSP bit is 1, extend it 1 2 3 4 5. So remaining 5 bits has to be extended with a sign bit, that is 1. Okay. Now the next number is plus 1. So after a shift, if it is plus 1, I have to simply add the multiplicand as it is. So I will write it as 1 0 yes 1 1, and sorry, it didn't write. It is 1 0 1 1 0. Okay. Then extend the MSP bit to occupy the remaining bits of the product. Right. Then the next bit is 0. When it is 0, I don't have to do anything. I have to just simply perform shifting. So even if I don't write also, that doesn't matter. Then we have minus 1. Minus 1, I have to write a 2's complement, right? So 2's complement of the multiplier, I'm going to write it, extend. Then after shift, it is plus 1. I have to write the multiplicand as it is. So it is 1 0 1 1 0 0. Finally, find the partial product, sum of partial product, and tell me the answer. Now 13 into 9, we know that it is 117. As the sign of both the numbers is positive, so it will be plus 117. So the final answer will be plus 117. Now quickly try to convert this 117 using your calci into binary number and tell me what will be the sequence.
1 1 1 0 1 0 1.
0 1 1 0 0 1.
0 1 0 1. Yes. How many bits? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. But our answer should be 10 bits, right? So simply extend or occupy the remaining bits as 0. So this is my final answer. I hope you got this. Yes, I will give you 2 more examples as homework. Please do it. So take the next example. The next example, that is, we will take the next case, case 2, in which I am going to represent a positive multiplier and negative multiplier. Okay. So the same number, I'm just changing it as minus 13 into plus 9. We are supposed to perform this. And we'll take one more that I will write as case 3, wherein I'm going to take negative multiplier and positive multiplier. Okay, so we'll take here plus 13 into minus 6. Okay, take case 4, wherein I'm going to take negative multiplier and negative multiplier. Okay, so we'll take here minus 13 into minus 9. Okay, you're taken down. So what do we understand from Booth's algorithm is that it can be used for both positive and negative operands uniformly, and Booth's algorithm will reduce the number of addition operation if the multiplier contains a sequence of consecutive ones, because those consecutive ones will be replaced by 0, 0. So using Booth's algorithm, we can reduce the number of addition operations. And the minimum number of bits required to represent a given operand is chosen such that both the operand and its 2's complement should be represented using the same number of bits. Say, for example, using 4-bit format, the range of numbers that can be represented are minus 8 to plus 7, and with 5-bit format, the numbers are in the range of minus 16 to plus 15. So hence we have to use 5-bit representation in the examples, as I already told you. And both multiplier and multiplicand should have the same number of bits for representation. That is the conclusion. And when 2 n-bit numbers are multiplied, the product will have a maximum of 2 n-bits. So sign extension of partial product is necessary. And sign extended bit are to be shown in your paper with the bold, so that the examiner will understand that these are the sign extended bits. So simply bold those letters. That is, you can write double times over that. Okay. The numbers can be represented using larger number of bits than the minimum required. Now this will not change the result of computation, as we have seen here, like for representation of 6, or we can use 6 bits representations also. Okay, so this is the conclusion of Booth's algorithm. Now in the next class, we will learn about fast multiplication. Now this fast multiplication is the same as that of Booth's algorithm. But in Booth's algorithm, we had taken 2 bits. But in fast multiplications, instead of considering I and I minus 1th bit, we are also going to consider one more extra bit, that is I plus 1th bit, ith bit, and I minus 1th bit. And that we will see in the next class.